fastest hour in radio. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Fez, you remember on last night's show when I talked about how our boss, Alan, when he shakes your hand, I thought maybe he was missing a finger at first?
Oh, yeah.
Because he rolls his finger back up. He shows me his pinky just now, and it's been broken so many times, and it's just useless, and it moves all over the place, that apparently that little feeling that you have when you shake his hand is just this hunk of cartilage that rolls around in his palm.
Ew, that is so gross, and he's touching people with that thing.
Well, what he asked me to do is to not bring it up on the air anymore, so let's just say his hand shakes like anybody else.
He should actually move to saluting or something so that he doesn't have to touch another person's hand.
Remember when I just told you the thing that he asked me?
Yeah, but I'm really creeped out about it.
You never notice when you shake his hand?
Oh, I've noticed that, you get that nub because the thing rolls up like it's a fruit roll-up, not a finger.
Yeah.
Ew. Now I'm all creeped out, though.
But it is not a nub. It's not a stub. It's a real finger. It's just been broken so many times. And it's because he won't pay his bills, so they snap him on him.
It's a finger that's turned to jelly.
I'm starving.
Jelly fingers, please. Roger Clemens got ripped in the All-Star game last night, and now the big rumor is that Mike Piazza was tipping off the hitters.
I only wish it was true, Fezzi, but there's no way that it is. That showed up on, all the ESPN talk shows today, and everybody's going, do you think this is what happened? But if you go watching any of the game from last night, Piazza wasn't setting them up inside. Piazza was setting it up right down the middle. So maybe it was a feeling of these guys really didn't work together too much before the game. But I can't imagine him going, here comes the deuce, like it's the Bull Durham movie.
If it was true, it would be so hysterical.
Yeah.
And then Clemens had to go out, at the end of the fifth inning to get an award, a Historic Achievement Award from the commissioner. So that's got to feel good when after that shelling, and then you have to go out and say thank you for the plaque.
You think they care too much, though, since it is the All-Star game? I mean, it's good news for the Yankees. They get the home... we're not supposed to say the Yankees are going to the series, but this is Major League Baseball. But other than that, I just don't think the guys have ever really cared about that game too much.
I think if it hadn't happened in Houston, it might have been a little bit different. But then just to have to be dragged out there again and smile and get patted on the back for a good job after that kind of rocking.
Yeah, I don't think he cares.
Wimbledon champion Maria Sharapova has withdrawn from next week's J.P. Morgan Chase Open. She says she needs some rest and relaxation.
Well, she's getting old now. She's 17 years old. Here's what I don't understand. My whole life I'm watching movies, and the Russian girls were always big, kind of football player and looking, ugly brutes. And now that we can see what the women really look like, they're unbelievably beautiful.
Yeah, what happened to those unibrow steroid freaks?
Was that just the whole deal that we were doing? Was that some kind of a propaganda to make us feel like, it's good to be free? We have hot chicks over here?
That must have been a weapon in the Cold War, Ronnie.
I'm going to tell you right now, they blow our chicks away. They just dust our chicks. And those Russian tennis chicks are the hottest of all.
With this girl taking a rest, it's on Andre Agassi, always trying to play, trying to get back into a tournament. Martina even came back for this Wimbledon, but it's the 17-year-olds that need the rest.
Well, she's been doing so much press. I mean, nobody knew who she was before that, and then finally she finds herself on every talk show, every magazine, because she's a gorgeous kid. And marketing-wise, they're going to turn this into a fortune. And why she wants to go waste her time doing the J.P. Morgan Classic. There's one of these things every week. And it's not like you're sitting around one. They've only got 4 tournaments, so anyone cares who wins them.
If I went 3 sets with Serena Williams, I would probably be exhausted for a long time, too. Just running around the court, with that power coming at you.
You took 2 days off when you had to tie your shoes.
Well, it was rough. It was a day for each shoe. Someone sent the judge in the Martha Stewart case a fake letter from the wife of Martha Stewart's ex-husband, signing her name to it, asking for the severest punishment possible.
Why didn't we think of this? This would have been perfect for a little radio prank.
I know there's people that can't stand Martha Stewart. I had no idea the hate was that deep.
I think every celebrity probably gets those kind of mail. And now they have the opportunity. People do hate her. They've always hated her. She's got her, like, real core people who love her, and then people that just, the thought that she has a wonderful life has just upset them. So they're ecstatic that she finds herself in trouble.
So I think it's Friday that she gets sentenced. That we find out from the judge.
Friday, 10 o'clock, 10 a.m.
The judge who's going through all these letters now, one from Bill Cosby. I would think that's the fake one. Who signed Bill Cosby's name to this?
Now, what's Bill Cosby want her to do? Work on Sesame Street for 2 years and get a doctorate the way he pulled off?
Doctor of Education, yes.
And Bill Cosby went, Martha Stewart good, poor black people bad. That's what he wanted to get across.
Why not put more of them in jail and let Martha Stewart loose?
They steal cheesecake. They're awful. Fezzy, good news for you. Subway is bringing back Jared Fogle in its new ad campaign aimed at childhood obesity.
Wow, Jared's coming back. Guess who went to fat camp and had to lose the weight all over again and can finally come back and do Subway commercials where he's not, for some reason, hiding behind a news desk.
You thought Jared put some weight on?
Jared started putting his fat weight back on, and next thing you know, all we had was headshots of Jared, or Jared, for some reason, behind a street sign, like they do to sitcom women who get pregnant, but their character isn't,
right.
And all of a sudden, Elaine on Seinfeld is just in really big coats when everyone else is in short sleeves.
Right.
Yeah, same thing with Jared. So it looks like Jared's gone to fat camp, and now he's ready to do commercials again.
How long was he gone? I don't even remember him being gone.
You know what? I know they weeded him. What they did was they started with their Atkins raps.
Yeah, and they had some fireman or something.
Oh, Clay Henry's the Subway man.
He got real big on burgers and fries, and now he's down to a smaller size. It's Clay Henry.
Could you guys go out once and not watch so much TV? And sing along with the dumb commercial jingles?
So while Subway was doing Atkins wraps and their new salads,
yeah,
that's when they hauled Jared off in the middle of the night, throw him in some sort of fat van, to take him off to get him back in shape.
You think you're a little too angry over this, Fez?
I just don't want anyone to think they're fooling anybody.
Not with you on the watch, huh?
No.
Not with you peeking out and seeing what the neighbors are up to through your blinds.
It was just too obvious. People would walk into a Subway restaurant in these commercials, and Jared's behind the table holding a menu in front of himself. Subway doesn't even have menus.
You think there's just a big giant belly there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and just big shirts again.
Maybe he went and had his stomach tied or whatever they do.
And now he's going to be back in children obesity spots for Subway.
Yeah, well, I guess he's like their Ronald McDonald for fat kids. They can look up of, hey, kids, if you work someday, by the time you're 40, you can lose weight.
Yeah, that's what the kids want to see. They want the Jared Happy Meal.
No, I'm starving.
With a pair of geek glasses and a shirt that you can stretch to a couple extra sizes.
Are you done?
Yes, I've finished.
Thank you.
You're not fooling anyone, Subway. I know he got fat again.
That all happened after you said you were finished. Once you say you're finished, you got to be finished. You don't scream out again.
Just want to make sure I'm making myself clear.
Now you're done?
Now I'm done.
All right, it is the fastest hour in radio. You're listening to Ron and a Very Angry Fez. We'll be right back in a couple of moments with the Ron and Fez Show.